A newly married couple is on their way home, but found himself trapped in a strange time and space, under constant reversal and layers of weirdness. Can the young couple escape this crisis and go home? A car came suddenly, disrupted the direction of the two. They both look the same. They forgot the route. I don't know which way to go is the right way. Unexpectedly, a gas station target in such a remote location. They decided, asked for directions to a gas station a mile away. Did they know that they would embark on a road of just arrived at the gas station? Lita on the video uprising against the store's importance. This doesn't look like a barren mountain, something that should be. But Sarah thinks it's normal. Just as they were about to ask for directions, the uncle sitting at the front desk has foam on his mouth. The two. Suddenly the old woman's cry was even more terrifying, and he said with a strange expression, "There have been many lost people here." His every move and whispering, "I'm afraid there are other secrets hidden." After all, when Sarah Limau asked about the uncle's physical condition, I heard the old man angry that he was just sleeping. But the two did not care about the abnormality of the old man. He also asked the old man to draw the route forward on the map. Look at the newlyweds in a hurry to get home. He recommended them to a grave. I have never considered the rationale of the old man's believed his words and was ready to take that approach. Although Lita realized that the uncle may have passed away, but the two took it as a joke and thought the old woman might be lonely and sad. Some madness. But to him, the route provided is still not in the slightest doubt. If you want the editor to say that these two people are probably a little discussion that was about to arrive home, they set foot in this so-called situation. And when celebrating the arrival of a new member of the family, Sarah Moss saw some crap ahead. The car stopped. Fortunately, there is a reminder when driving. My wife, pay attention to the line of sight ahead, or they'll have an accident with this bar. The man got back into the car as soon as he moved him away. I don't want weird things to happen again. The top is empty and dripping blood on the window. Then it gets worse. The entire vehicle has been fully penetrated. What the hell was that just now? Coaching Lita cannot be calm, but Sarah saw nothing. He thought he might have been wrong. I didn't take it seriously and didn't tell my wife. After the two drove another distance, a man in shabby clothes suddenly appeared in front of him. Sarah didn't want him to stop and bring strangers into the car. The kindness in his heart does not allow him to be familiar with death. When inquiring about the status of the elderly, he went silent and found a stick. But he didn't attack. He yelled all the way back. Kim's duo drove away. They obviously didn't understand the use of his sudden act of picking up the stick. Think he's a crazy old man. They didn't want them to move on. After a period of time, Sarah got out of the car to relieve himself and he had just crouched down when he heard a strange movement. A figure floated across the forest. The man didn't see it, and the voice he heard made him feel weird ahead. And all of a sudden, this weirdness happened on the spot. Then a pine cone flashed by. It's like being thrown out. Footsteps behind me and the silent opening of the door. Lita felt panicked. It seems that a Piao is still standing behind the car. This woman who fell to the ground saw a large approaching yourself slowly. Man hears his wife calling while looking for a figure. The two also escaped. Maybe it's a creature. Sarah doesn't know exactly what it is, but his memory is a little hazy. I clearly told my wife before. When he was a child, his father took him hunting, but Reed forgot that he had ever said this. Then it can be understood that something is very wrong here. They also noticed something strange. Very eager to leave this kind of strange things have happened since then. The brothers who care will find out. This is still the road where they got off just now. They get into some kind of cycle after driving for a while. Wake up from a dream. He dreamed that the two would never go back. I just looked back and saw such forbearance. That was a very real scene. Like a dream within a dream. Led Lita to wonder if it was a dream or not. But he just woke up. It feels like ours have passed. The wife claims that he has only been driving for a short time. He forgot all the things that just happened. The creepy old man and the giant in the woods. He forgot all about it. Until the husband reminded him of the injury to his arm. He felt something was wrong, but still can't remember. The mailbox has caught him out. It means they have been in for a long time. And the last thing he remembers, it's about the parking bar. He doesn't even remember when he started driving. Little do you know that this area will not only fall into the near memory will also enter the cycle together. He's panicked, he stops. It's back to just now because bar parking place. There are a lot more spires. Lita couldn't believe it. It was obviously the bar that he dragged away. The bar was actually placed in the previous position. They were really scratching their heads. Just when the woman had a headache, she helped him find something to eat. You can see he's not driving. The car is moving on its own at the same time. Saw another person, and this person is not the old man just now. And that's what happens in the beginning. Scared him into driving away. He tried to explain to his husband what he had just seen. Lita asked him to calm down first. After a period of time, the two completely panicked. They're back where they parked at the bar again. At this moment, only then did the two suspect that there was a problem with the map given by the old man. Especially strange strangers. It's too late to say anything now. The man decided to wait until dawn to figure out a way. But as soon as Sarah got out of the car, in his eyes, the day turned into a dark sky. But in Lee D's eyes, it has always been dark. He didn't care. Then the two saw a car not far away. A long abandoned car. I looked around and found no difference. Suddenly, I had a thought. When I came to look around, I found that the blood was low above. Looking up, I found a gnome. The skinny woman is hanging from a tree. They immediately want to flee. A mysterious man comes with a sharp blade of ash, but he doesn't seem in a hurry. Didn't catch up quickly. It's taking baby steps to give them time to escape. The duo sees the opportunity to start the engine on the accelerator. The mysterious man stood up unharmed. Lita is strong. Immediately after reversing the car, he was dragged off the bar by their experience worse. They don't know the bars all the time. It's their own car bar. The man explained that when only one person hunts the prey. To do something like that, just like his father taught him how to hunt as a child. But it's not clear, why did the mysterious man attack a skinless woman without thorns? In desperation, the mailbox has caught him until now. He regretted listening to the nonsense of a strange old man. Saw the road sign at the fork in the road. Sarah breathed a sigh of relief. I can finally go back and refuel. But then the husband forgot the whole world of gas stations and old men. No matter how much Sarah promises, they did see the old man. But it still makes Lita unable to remember. He fell into the illusion again. It's as if I saw myself the way I used to be. The old man became a nurse. It's just that this nurse's teeth are not very good. Scared Lita. Before he had time to tell the illusion he encountered, I found that the food in the car was gone and thought it was taken when the wife was relieving herself. Men don't want to sit still and decided to flee the car. But how can a pregnant woman run? The mysterious man said that cow he appeared in front of them again. The car will never start again. Suddenly, a car with a honking horn appeared ahead, attracted the attention of the mysterious person. He encouraged his wife to run now. The two seize the opportunity without hesitation. He sprained his ankle at the critical moment. Those with limited mobility have to hide. Avoid crisis. The mysterious man appeared, but he heard the whistle and chased after him. They depend on each other. Finding my way home in this dark forest. Suddenly, I saw a car, obviously running in the opposite direction. But I don't want to come back here. The car is not someone else's. Looking at their own car, and indirect memory loss continues. Lita forgot when he twisted his foot. Sarah forgot why she had run away. During this time, they've been through this scene countless times. It drives them insane. Sometimes sing and dance. You laugh out loud. I thought about running away, but still couldn't do anything. The last second, he told his husband that this person was his brother-in-law. Sarah forgot who her brother was. And this went on for a very, very long time. No matter how much each side trusts each other. But when there is suspicion, doubt, and misunderstanding, then no matter how good the relationship is, unpredictable changes in different time and space will lead to quarrels, and Sarah just stormed off another. Soon I heard his scream. His wife was eager, and he was directly knocked out after getting out of the car. Were caught by a mysterious person. This seems to be the place he occupies. Vehicle parts are nearby, and the pine cones of you-know-who. He found the woman who had been dropped from a tree. It turned into food for the mysterious man. If you don't think of a way, the two will become wine dishes, but still have the mind fighting over who cuckolded whom. I don't know how much they care. The mysterious man didn't plan to let them go, just as he started, and a hammer beat him back. The two were rescued by the old man. It was Li Di's kindness that saved their lives. Often without replenishment, there will be the rest of the plot. The old man explained to them a little. There was a big fire here a long time ago. So this forest became anxious. And what they've been through before, it's all reincarnation from here. Time cycles and memory cycles. That old car is their car. It turns out that the old man is the lost one here. He knows very well you can't get out of here by car or on foot. But he was shot. This has never been seen before. Maybe it will become a turning point for a few people to go out. The old man was just about to explain the way to go. The car will become outdated, but from the opposite direction. Suddenly, he forgot what he was about to blurt out. He got stuck in the memory loop again. Not only do you forget who the two are, and a strong sense of self-preservation. That explains why the old man picked up the stick to expel the two. So far, couples have stayed away. He knows that his husband is still struggling about the third brother. The third brother came very suddenly. The two were not married at that time. He apologized sincerely to his husband. Man thinks the hat is not green and life cannot doesn't matter. So they cleared up the misunderstanding, determined to overcome the current difficulties together. The two heard static electricity in front and hid. I saw another Sarah walking in front of me. This is exactly what happened when they first got here. He's going to relieve himself. Lita asked him to stay and he went to check the situation. Then the previous scene happened. It turned out that the figure Lita had seen was actually himself. The person who threw the pine cone was the person who stole his food was also afraid of being discovered by himself as to avoid their own sight. So there was a noise. Giants of the day. It's the noise that Lita makes when he runs. After a long time, the two were actually set up by themselves. And then they came straight to the car. Then fill up the fuel tank directly. So the two calmly moved forward. It happened again. At this point, their memories are not all forgotten. And remember being stopped by a mysterious person. Peter whistled, only if one of the two can escape. Better than being embattled. And they remembered what the old man had said. The road signs may become a turning point. The man quickly reverses the car. I actually saw the target. He found something new when he was looking for bandage and gauze for him. This is the waterproof part wrapped on the mysterious person. And that dagger is also his dagger. Sarah felt cheated. He thinks it's all Lita. Plan after illness, and tried to kill his cuckold wife. Could it be that the mysterious person is Lita and will go down? In fact, Lita has no idea who the mysterious person is. The mysterious person, he ran so far because of the horn, so he had to stop and hide. Unfortunately, he ran away with the car keys. What should Lita do now? Sarah in the car is in a fantasy again. He had no choice but to get out of the car. As a result, one was stabbed by a mysterious person, and he looked up and he was completely stunned. The mysterious man is himself. Sarah doesn't know why he did it. I saw my wife being attacked by a mysterious person. The angry man rushed directly up. I clicked him without asking. Then he looked left and right. Discover the real wife behind you. He kept cheering for his wife. Tell him they'll get through this. Suddenly, another mysterious person. Who is this mysterious person? I saw that Lita was still slightly inferior. Dizziness triggered under his level 3 Iron Head. And this mysterious person is Leader. The traces of time appeared on his face. Lord was equally unsparing. Why is that? They have so much hatred for their other self. He ignored Reed's dissuasion. Just dragged Sarah away and started. Never miss the past. Sarah got her money back immediately. What's the quarrel between the two? And cuckolding your husband. Leading to another timeline. Behavior deviates. Therefore, he intends to kill out of love and flash in mind. The woman in the tree is herself. She begged for mercy. Also remember, husband who exists in his own timeline would not do such a thing. She knew that her husband loved her deeply. She laughs because her husband keeps his promise. Solve her. He later fled with his wife. And they're gone with the fire. Lightning and thunder during reversing. Lita still encourages his wife. Tell him they're leaving soon. Space-time has been reversed and reversed. It seems that there is a space door that can be left behind. A blinding white light. The scream of a car woke up Leader. They finally escaped from the strange world. All my efforts were not in vain. He told his wife that they had succeeded, but Sarah never responded. His parents sent him a lot of messages. I'm worried about his condition. He hung up. His deep love for his wife let him have an idea. Then he stepped into that time and space again. Turns out Sarah just passed out. It seems that Lita is in a hurry to leave. Actually, he went back in search of a living wife. He wants the timeline from here. Found some clues. But there was an unexpected surprise. A girl appeared behind her. He saw that the girl looked very similar to him. And he handed it over. Only then did Peter realize that he was his own daughter. It would be great if he could go back. The two hugged each other tightly. But the movie ends here. The editor will sort it out for you. Due to another timeline of Rig and Sarah didn't escape. Sarah gave birth in this strange time and space. Maybe later for some reason, the girl was left alone. This Sarah and this old Reed are not from the same timeline. So all kinds of fields of vision can happen all within reason. So what do you think? And this time and space, the movie sets it as a path to the underworld. The name of the movie turns around, and the road to hell also has the right mindset. There should be more tolerance and understanding between husband and wife. Peter's sentence, "I'm not you." It reflects his inclusive heart. And what moved me about this movie? It's because they still don't give up after arguing. It's Sarah's persistence, bravery, and trust. It is the encouragement that Lita never gave up. In the end, it can save a woman's life. It's just wonderful.